now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. And he'll bring it back. Slips through the line. It's at the 31 after a nice return. Offense getting set for first down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Using his legs, it's Marks.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
Receivers, they're not the biggest guys in the world, but they're really good at finding the open spaces in the middle of the field. And you saw that guy attack the defense in the perfect spot, making life easy for his QB.
Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Branch. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Finds his man, it's Branch. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
I'll tell you, for this defense, they're going to have to find a way to bracket this slot receiver because of how athletic he is. They're going to need to make sure they've got linebackers and DBs surrounding this guy at all times.
Grab near the marker. It's Branch. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. The quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
They're trying to get to it. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on 1st down in the red zone. They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's fourth down. Fourth down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. Getting some heat. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these 4th downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Back to throw, it's Milroe. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Well, the receiver was double covered on that play, and I don't know if the decision by the QB had to do with the pressure. Because he was hurried, he just had to get rid of that faster than he wanted to. He's lucky he didn't come away with an interception.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Looking for a gap, it's Young. He's loose at the 15. He's off to the races. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
Power football with the run. Give him about a yard on the play. It's down at the 10.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Let's it fly. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Branch. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Both of these defenses a little bent, but not breaking in clutch situations, David. Oh, picked off. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Alabama! The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Looking to go up top on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Across the 25, he's got room. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Fresh set of downs after the completion. To the air on first down. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
And that's a great job by the defense not letting that bird out of the cage. When you can run like this guy can, you got to keep the edge. Did a great job. He went backwards, retreated, gave up some ground. They didn't give up the outside, got the sack on the play.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback. Stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on third down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's third and long or third and inches, you just have to go execute. And they do it.
Timeout called here by the defense is the first one they've used this half. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating an explosive play.
He's looking to throw. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown tie. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Branch. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really just how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
He's looking to throw it. Fires to the right. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Hudson. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Finds his tight end. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Trojans getting set on 1st and 10. Throws to the wideout. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Trying to take it back. At the 20. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Man, how about that? You come out of the locker room, you just had a little bit of a break, you rested, you told your club we're going to come out, now we're going to be aggressive. We're going to kick an onside even though we're winning and you failed. Now this defense better step up and respond.
Forced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense in an empty set. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Dropping back, it's Milrow. Going for the big play. Pulls it in on the right. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Trying to find his man on 1st down. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Alabama quickly back to the line. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Fires into the end zone. And that ball is picked off. Takes it the other way. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up...
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Makes the catch. It's Branch. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
You got to give the defense tons of credit because we know how much speed this quarterback has. That time you saw the pursuit. They were able to bring him down for a big loss on the sack.
Feeling some heat. He's got it. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They can really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. They'll try to get it through the air. Complete downfield. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the 1st.
Yeah, great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he can see he had him. He completes it for the 1st down.
Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
Dang, that's unfortunate. I wish I could say I've never seen that before, but I've seen Reese run routes. You know, when we go to all these different stadiums and call these games, we go on the field and do a spin session before the game. That looked just like Reese Davis.
Gets it out quickly. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Now, 4th down.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Makes the catch, he's got enough. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Quarterback empties his backfield. Looking to throw on second down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third and long, try to convert through the air. He's got his man across the middle. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. Snap in the shotgun. Makes the catch. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Southern Cal. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now, but it might be too little too late.
Throw to the end zone, picked off. Past the 50. At the 30. He's at the 10. He took that baby all the way to the house. A pick two, as it were. After that score, they'll try to build some momentum here in the third quarter and get it back with an onside kick. They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Dropping back, it's Milroe. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
USC 6.
Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to pass on second down. Grab near the sticks. It's Marks. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. The Trojans will hustle to the line.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
They're in the red zone, first and 10 from the 20. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And this sophomore quarterback just put it out there a little too far.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
They were really starting to put a drive together. And after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. They're bringing heat. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans! Here comes the 2-point try. In the backfield, it's Branch. He gets into the end zone for the two-point conversion, but there is a penalty marker on the field. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Offense set on first down. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Still running at the 40. Oh, look out. There he goes. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners, and he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
And he tacks on the extra point.
33, USC 14.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Set to kick it off.
He'll bring it out. It's Branch. Still on his feet. He's not even going to make it to the 20, much less the 25. He'll mark it out of bounds at the 18. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Going up top on first down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Trojans. And once he got loose, it was all over.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
He's looking to throw. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
The attempt at the two-point conversion is...
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick.
USC 20.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Here comes that Alabama offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. A shot toward the end zone. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. First and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. Quick strike complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Wants to throw on second down. Fires to the wideout. It's caught. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Comes out throwing on first down. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. After that last incompletion, here's second and 10 from their own 20. They want to just keep throwing it. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the catch. It's Branch. And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Finds a soft spot in the middle. At the 40, there he goes. Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a first down.
Well, that is a Herculean effort. He caught the ball in the middle of the field and somehow was able to use his speed and his vision and awareness and still get out of bounds to stop the clock.
They'll throw it on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Trojans come to the line in the hurry-up. He wants to throw. Fires left. And that one's incomplete. Let's see what they've got on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Complete to the left. Into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Powers through the defender. Defense takes a timeout with 30 seconds remaining.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. The offense in hurry-up mode. Wants to throw on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Couldn't make the play last time. Now it's 2nd and 10 from the 30. Hand off from the shotgun. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. They're facing a third down. Looking for a man. It's Milroe. Unloads to the right. And he's got it for the touchdown, and that one just might do it. Guess they wanted to make sure they rubbed a little salt in the wound here down the stretch.
And it's your job to stop it. Keep playing football. I like it when the offense keeps the foot on the accelerator. It's your job. If you don't like it defensively, do something about it.
You know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when does panicking ever really help? But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics, and I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to two very simple things. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't have penalties. You do those things, David, and it'll beat you every time.
That's the difference between winning and losing. It's the small things, but find those things that you need to improve on. Keep working on them. Keep developing. Those things you do well, dude, let's do those. Let's do more of those things more consistently.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.